last episode, we rage baited a Twitch streamer and made them surrender, and I felt pretty bad about that, and I think that the only way to make it right is to carry a Twitch streamer this time by rage baiting with Spider-Man, and that's exactly what we did in today's episode. And we also have a second game where I made a Phoenix rage. Also, if you do enjoy the video, consider hitting that subscribe button to help us on the road to 10,000, and when we do hit 10k, I might bring back Bully Maguire and actually type in the chat after every elimination because it seems like you guys really want to see that. But let's go ahead and jump into it.
I just hope our Spider-Man is the Spider-Man we need and not the Spider-Man we don't want.
Get it? Yo, for real. You never know.
Spider-Man, if you try and deal with Hawkeye, that would be beautiful if you can.
You heard the man, he wanted Hawkeye gone, and that's who we're gonna go for. So I usually don't even go for Hawkeyes, and that's exactly why, because he instantly clapped me, and he could one-shot me. He has that potential, so I'm a little fearful when I try to fight him, but I came back for round 2, and this time I was successful in getting that elimination. Thankfully, I was just zooming around his screen, and he wasn't able to catch me.
Hawkeye can die, Yes, Hawkeye's dead. Beautiful Spider-Man.
Alright, looks like you can be trusted.
As we always do when it comes to rage baiting, we now have to just wait in the spawn and keep him there. That's the entire goal. When it's like a 1v1, it just makes it so much easier. No heals involved, no one to come and save him, tanks and all that. And we were able to get that elimination. And he didn't have any clue or any idea. And that's usually my favorite part when I rage bait. The first time around they come out of the spawn, it's never an expectation that there's going to be a Spider-Man just in the corner waiting for you. So I was able to get that without, you know, getting killed off by him. And with the Hawkeye, as I mentioned, you got to be cautious. So now I decided to reposition and go over to the right side because he now knows about this corner, and that's probably where he's gonna focus when he comes back. He popped out, we read him like a book, pulled him, tried to get him, and he did a double jump over us. Now I was a little scared because he has full sight of me, but luckily he was not able to land that headshot. You see here from his POV, he's aimed it, ready, and he wants me bad. And when I'm rewatching this, I'm really glad that I changed my position because he would have absolutely destroyed me. But we ended up getting that kill on him again.
You keep it up, Spider-Man. If you can just lock that Hawkeye in that middle at spawn. Yes, sir.
Now we reposition yet again. I went back to the same corner I started in just to keep him guessing. I saw him coming out going towards the left side, so it seems like he didn't even want to fight me anymore. He just wanted to make his way away from me and get away and get back to his team, but it just didn't work out that well for him. In this case, he was looking around, being cautious, but at the same time, he tried to use abilities when I tried to fight him, used everything that he possibly could, and it just didn't work out. Now we rinse and repeat the formula. It's working so far. We keep at it in the same exact way until my team secures the point. In this case, I had to go back and heal, reposition into a different area just to keep him guessing, as I mentioned, and it just didn't seem like he was coming out. I was wondering what's taking him so long, what's happening, but it looks like he just ended up AFKing. And he went AFK until we ended up securing the point.
Spider-Man, I just want to say I love you. Keep f***ing up that Hawkeye, man.
Great.
You is definitely the Spider-Man we need. Keep that mask on. W Spider-Man, yo.
After we got the point, I continued the fight. I realized that the Hawkeye wasn't there and it was just 5 people, so I went towards the spawn to see if maybe he was there, and I realized he was there and he was just AFK. I killed him, and then I also gave the comm to the team. It looks like this guy ended up leaving, or he just went AFK.
No f***ing way Hawkeye left the game.
He's AFK.
Oh my day, Spider-Man, you're oh my god, Spider-Man. You bully.
Anyways, while I waited for him to come back, I decided to go and help the team out. The Magneto tried to ult, but I was able to cancel that, and then I just chased down the Psylocke, try to help and push up the point as much as possible.
Yeah, this guy's nasty.
No, I'm telling you.
I might actually go out of my way to keep this guy alive. Like,
now I was super confused. Like, is the Hawkeye done? Is he AFK? Is he still there? Is he typing to his team? So I had to ask to see if he was there.
He said Hawkeye question mark.
Now it looks like the Hawkeye may have took some offense to that because he came out swinging. He pulled out his ult, and as soon as I tried to go for him, instantly one shot destroyed me. Now even though I was dead, it looks like the streamer wanted some action on that rage bait, and he decided to solo ult the Hawkeye and send him towards the spawn.
Yeah, I just solo ulted the Hawkeye. Got him!
Go.
Now, not only was he getting rage baited by a Spider-Man, but a Jeff destroying him as well. I'm pretty sure that's not sitting right with him, but I wanted to take advantage of what Jeff did, and I went towards the spawn to wait for him. I saw that he was AFK from his POV. It looked like he was typing, and I'm pretty sure he was here because you'll notice that he sees me walking by and he comes out, aimed in, scoped at exactly where I was. I tried to go for him, but not get killed at the same time. He did land a shot, but it wasn't enough. And because he's playing such a dangerous character for Spider-Man, I wanted to make sure that I had full HP. I ran and got the health pack. And then I also wanted to position myself in a place that he wouldn't expect. So maybe right above, wait for him to come out, and then try to go for like a down smash. And then his team started saying, report Hawkeye.
Damn, they said report Hawkeye! Spider-Man, keep it up!
Now that his teammates were calling him out, he was sitting in the spawn. They're definitely arguing in their voice chat. I felt that this is the perfect opportunity to fall back, help my team out, and make it a 6v5 situation, or else all of the rage baiting we've been doing has been for nothing. And we wanted to take this time while he is AFK or whatever he's doing. Before he comes back, we want to push this point as far as possible to try and secure this win. Meanwhile, while all that is going down, he's in the spawn just knifing and punching the air, and he decided to finally make the switch to Black Widow, and it seems like he had the intention of throwing with her.
No, you ain't dying on me, Spidey.
Psylocke on me in the back.
I need you.
Their Hawkeye switched. Oh my days. Nah, please report him.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Now, I realized that he did come back and he was Black Widow, so the job wasn't done just yet. I was going to try and go for him, but at the same time, it looks like his Psylocke was trying to protect him, so I'm assuming he did give some comms, but she wasn't successful. We were able to eliminate her, even though she went invisible, and then I was traded out by the Black Widow. You'll see here from his POV, he landed some pretty crazy shots, so maybe he wasn't throwing after all, and he just wanted to use Black Widow to help his team out. I'm not gonna lie, I was not happy at the fact that he killed me like that, so I was gonna come back and go for him, but Psylocke was being annoying, so I had to hit both of them with an ult.
Good shit, Spidey!
A Black Widow can also cancel a Spider-Man ult with her kick, but it looks like here he just completely missed it.
They went Psylocke. They went Scarlet for a Spider-Man. Spider-Man, keep it up, man. They hating on you.
Now, they did make some switches, but I felt like it still wasn't enough. They didn't even bother pulling a Namor or Hulk out. It just felt like they weren't seeing me as a threat, or at least everyone but the Black Widow was not seeing me as a threat, because that was the only person I was going for. But after that, we ended up eliminating her. They also used a bunch of different ultimates, and I also had my ult, so I wanted to sit there in the area instead of chasing after the Black Widow and trying to go over the entire team and, you know, eliminate them so we can deliver the point. Now, I got a little too excited because I was killing everyone, and I jumped off the point to go for the Black Widow because I saw him coming out, but I didn't realize I was the only one there. And I hate to admit it, but I did throw the round.
GG's.
Fuck.
Don't worry, Spider-Man. You still good, man. We can f him up. We can f him up.
I can't get over how much of a hero this Spider-Man is, yo. You don't see that.
You don't see a Spider-Man like this before.
Now, this is how the first round ended. So he was 6-9. He had a couple kills, but he still had the least amount of kills and the most deaths on the team. So starting off round number 2, I tried to go for a pull on the Magneto, and just look how lucky this guy got, man. I pulled him off, but I guess I just didn't pull him off far enough because he was able to float right back to the point.
Look at Spidey. Spider-Man got a pull. Spider-Man got a pull. Ah, he didn't get the kill, though. I saw that pull. Good shit, Spidey.
Anyways, I was still gonna go for the Black Widow here, but I just wasn't able to find her. So I'm thinking maybe this guy's in the spawn. I don't know, but instead, if he's not there, we're gonna go for someone else to continue playing the game. I didn't know if I should go for her or if I should go for one of the healers. I noticed that Loki used his lamp, so I waited for my reset, and then I came back and I was gonna target him just because it was a good opportunity to go for that kill. So I pulled him and I got that elimination. Now the craziest part is he tried to teleport away, but on his screen he did it. On my screen it wasn't quick enough, and it got the kill.
Good shit, Spidey. Good shit, fucking Spidey.
I finally spotted the Black Widow, and I went directly for them, especially because we were in an area where he couldn't get healed, I couldn't get healed. There was a health pack we had to fight over. Thankfully, I got that. and he got me pretty close to killing me. So he did land a couple of shots here, and as you'll see, he left me 1 HP, but I got the health pack and he did the kick over my head, and I was able to get that elimination. So now I waited for him again. He was in the cloak ult. I had to try to yo-yo him and pull him out, but it wasn't enough. But still, I just wanted to eliminate this guy and make sure that he actually gave up instead of, you know, semi-throwing but still wanting to try and win the game. But after that entire combination, it was like a 20-second long combination, and the help of some of my teammates, we were able to get him. In the midst of all that, he even ended up using his ult on someone else, so he wasn't even like focused or worried about me, but we were still able to get him. I noticed the Blackwood also had that mindset to where if I pretend that he doesn't exist, he may leave me alone, and he was trying to ignore me, but I had to hit him with a solo. There's no way he can ignore that.
Spider-Man, you fucking beast. Solo ulting is crazy.
He decided to go ahead and switch off and pull out Phoenix. Maybe that was going to be something better for him, so you'll realize that he's like a hit scan type of player. After that, I was eliminated, so I was coming here out of the spawn, and we were still going to try and focus him. I also noticed that he did make the swap, so that's who I wanted to still stay in target, and I tagged him a couple of times. I also went for like the bread and butter type of combo on him. I had to fall back and, you know, reset all of my abilities. At the same time, the Scarlet Witch ulted. I wasn't able to cancel it in time, so I had to hide, but she was left 1 HP for that elimination. Now, this is just like end game phase right here to where we have to secure this. So I was just trying to go for anyone I could possibly see. I did notice that Phoenix was there, and I went for her, but he finally got that elimination on me, and they were still typing rapport and all of that, so they were not very happy even with the switches he made.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Let's go.
W Coco! Punisher!
Let's go!
Let's fucking go, boys!
Oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Let's go, rank up! Rank the f up!
Damn.
This is how game number 1 came to a conclusion. It's safe to say the streamer was happy, and we left him off as the only one negative in the lobby, so even the Rocket had more eliminations than him. But jumping on into game number 2, we were going to keep that momentum up. I was going to go for the Loki, so I was just messing, trying to see if I can pull him. This Phoenix decided to pull up on me and chase me, try to go for the elimination. So I was like, okay, he offered himself up. Let's go for him for the rest of this game. So we ended up getting that quick elimination. You'll see here from his POV, he flew up there, and he was the one who, you know, started this engagement. But he wanted to try and eliminate me, and at the same time, I ended up getting him instead.
Spider Fist is ready to punch.
So I waited here just to see if he would come out, and as soon as he did come out, he was a little far away from the rest of his team. His team was like delivering the point, and he was behind the healers, so I was able to get him before the healers noticed, and were able to give him that heal. You'll see here from his POV, he did try to use all his abilities and get away, but it just wasn't enough for him. And then if I wasn't focusing this guy, he could do some serious damage to my team. He lit up that Venom and absolutely melted him, and I believe Phoenix is like a tank buster. After a failed attempt, we caught him behind the bus and pretty much just jumped him as a team, and we just laid him out. I mean, look at his POV right here. He was getting jumped by Jeff, by me, Namor, and they just face planted him into the wall to go to sleep. Now, after he woke up from that nap, he came out of the spawn, and I was there waiting for him again. He tried to use his abilities and run back. Very unsuccessful with that. I also did have my ult, but I didn't feel like it was necessary to use it because it was just a winning battle for me, and I was able to beat him in that 1v1 situation. The team did secure the point, so I was a little confused at where he was, but after that, I ended up finding him, and I was able to eliminate him, and he was way behind the healer, so the heals didn't come in time for him. And you can see here that the cloak did turn around to try and help him out, and she threw like a little health bubble in like the health wall, but I got him before then. Now, he was not very happy with that because he came out of the spawn and just went AFK, and he was just moving around, but he just didn't want to play the game anymore. And I waited for him, and I was sitting there like, where is this guy at? Is he going to come out? Is something going on? Is he typing to his team? Sometimes they'll wait for, say, tanks to come out and then come out together so I don't rage bait them. But in that case, he didn't do that, so I went away, and I was still looking all over the place for him. You'll see here, I went towards the back line. There was just healers. I went to the front. It was tanks. I was confused, so I was like, Phoenix, where'd you go? Now, he didn't reply back, but his teammates did, and they said he basically just quit. So he was just sitting in the spawn. I guess he was typing, and I couldn't believe it because it was so early into the game. They barely secured the first point, and they were doing decent. They have 2 minutes left, and they're halfway to the next point, so why would he give up? But as soon as they said that, I went for the ult. I was now going to try to help my team out because it's a 6v5, and we wanted to waste as much time before he does decide to come back. Anyways, in the middle of this entire battle, I'm going in for Emma, just trying to help the team out in any possible way. I realized that he did end up coming back. So he was on Phoenix, and the craziest part is, you'll notice here, I did go and I was able to get elimination with the help of Jeff, but even after this, I ended up losing him. So right here at this point where I ended up losing him, he does get revived, and I'm thinking he went to the spawn, so I didn't know where he was. He came out, just started doing a lot of damage, killed 2 people instantly. Then he dropped his ult and he started clearing out my team. He pushed the Luna, instantly melted her. I was like, yo, this guy is actually really good at the game, and I have to focus him a little bit harder or else this game could go completely south. So that's what I did. I turned around as soon as I spotted him. I went for him. After that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this guy in the spawn. I tried to keep him there and he instantly melted me, but by that time, overtime had already activated, and it was just like a big battle on the point, our team versus their team. I was able to get one last final elimination as revenge for the way that he just slaughtered me. But this is how the first round ended up concluding. That was his POV, by the way, as well. Now, you'll notice from the scoreboard, he wasn't really playing that bad. Even though he went AFK and all of that, he had 7 kills. He was 7 and 9. So if he was playing, he could have easily been ace. Now, jumping into round number 2, I was still going to go for him and target him because I felt like he was a pretty big threat for the team. So he did use a couple of his abilities to avoid me and get away from me. I had to fall back because either I was going to die or I would be traded out even if I did get the kill, so it didn't make sense to me. So I fell back, waited. Once I got my abilities again, I came out, I pulled him into the air, and I was able to hit him with a combo. And right then after that, I was like, okay, now he should be back in his spawn. There's no rocket beacon to save him or bring him back to life. I could keep him in the spawn. And I waited. I saw other people who died leaving and going past. I saw the Emma. She ended up going right past, and he was AFK again. So it just took one elimination in the second half, and the guy was completely fed up. Now, it looks like at this point, he just wasn't coming out, so I could help the team and go back, and we can eliminate the healers and any other characters that are left. And thanks to him doing that, we were able to secure the point very quickly, and we had over 5 minutes left just after getting that first point to make it halfway through and end the game. Now, his team wasn't giving up just yet. You see the Rocky's still trying to eliminate me. He's just shooting around. His teammates are also complaining in the chat. They're starting to stagger, so we were able to eliminate a Gru who was all by himself alone and just continuously deliver the point. Now, I wanted to go to the spot where he was AFK because I believe he was still there, and he destroyed me. And he wasn't happy with me either because as soon as he saw I was there, he turned around, so he was there. He was staring at his screen, and he came back, eliminated me, and then started shooting at my body. He's not very happy with me, but at that point, I didn't even care because the job was done. We rage baited him, we secured the W, and that was game number 2, and now has come to a conclusion. Did apologize to the Phoenix. I didn't get a reply for the apology, but instead, he decided to comment about his team. He said, watch the replay, my team is literal bot. So he started blaming his team for the fact that I was holding him in the spawn because they didn't come and help or something like that. But that is all that I got. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And hopefully I'll see you guys back on the channel again. Peace.